Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
My name is Penjo Baba. I am a cinematographer, I'm a filmmaker, and doing documentaries mostly. And I'm very happy to sit with you in one place like this. It's my first time. So I have two things, but one is a question to the tech guys, and one is, you said something here which is something that has been disturbing me a lot. I'm always feeling hurt about what I see, which is about public contracts. Mm-hmm. And when you talked about things like that here, you said something, but I want to suggest, not to ask, to suggest, like, I know very well that in Cameroon we have parliamentarians who are in the parliament. I know most of them go there because they like public contracts. There are a lot of them who are contractors, and they get it so easily and they don't finish it. So I just want to say it would be good if I could see the presidency where public contracts are being signed in the you create whichever office in the presidency, so that if I want to sign a contract, if I win a contract, I come up to the presidency and sign in there. It's not with you, but somebody going there knowing that he has the charge, he has the responsibilities. It's not like I want to go and meet in an office where somebody will talk with me, two of us, and maybe he has his cut. But if I know that I'm coming to sit at the presidency, maybe your vice, whoever is created for that department has a signature, I think. And also for parliamentarians, I know that when you're working in a government, you should not have that capacity to win public contracts again, because it's more like it's a free way for you. So those are things that I feel bad, seeing that they are there, but they win contract, but the country, like we've seen online recently, where people are doing challenge of the trash, is after that you see that the Yaoundé council is trying to clean the town, Limbe the same. But these are things that councils are supposed to do. They collect daily, they collect hygiene fee in the market, 200 or whatever from people selling, but you don't see the market clean, you see everything. So all of those things to me is also responsibilities of if the government could impose on the councils to check on those things, it would be good. Now with the tech guys, I know I've seen somebody mention AI, but I didn't see them talk much. My worry, I do a lot of documentaries for international NGOs, but I do create voiceover, I do create those things. Before, I used to have guys here, I go to I pay them, they do those things, and they get a job, they get paid. So I'm worried, like, it's been like a year or two or so, I haven't seen them again, because it's easy for me to get to the computer and pay for AI, which is about 15,000 francs maximum, and I get my scripts, I put the script and I do the voiceover, and the employment for them through people like us, they don't make much money again. I don't know if what you are creating, or if you look at those things and how you think it will help. Not like we have to embrace it anyway, but how do you plan to use it also to make it to get some income from it and for all the people around us? Thank you.
Thank you very much. About concerning the public contracts, I can understand your feelings, but it is due to the wrong functioning of our society and basically of our administration of our public sector. But in fact, in all the countries, that is something that should be decentralized. If you over-centralize it and you put it at the presidency, it means that even though it is not the head of state himself, but people there will spend their time, after the contracts and so on, so looking at money they can gain in it. No, I think the best way is just to reorganize the whole country. And our stand is that we want Cameroon to be in future a federal state. It means that the matter of procurement, as far as the state composing the federal state are concerned, should be dealt with at that level. You don't bring it to Yaoundé anymore. That's the first point. The second is that, you know, if you look at the procurement of the United Nations, for instance, you will be stunned because the process is so. I don't want to overcomplicate things, but there is, you know, step by step you should fill this hole, and then before that, at the end of the process, you are they grant you the contract. So if instead of going in a public office, meet with some senior civil servant and so on, and you bargain with him depending on how much you have in your pocket and so on, yes, we definitely go out from that. That will not be the process. First of all, because if you withdraw the federal state in the procurement for things not concerning the federal government, you will give back to states more than 50% of the procurement. More than, even maybe 60%. Because you don't need the federal state to be all over. As far as education is concerned, some aspect of the health, the major aspect of the health, because if you have a national hospital, if you want it to meet the international standard, you might still involve the federal government because you want it to keep some standard. But apart from that, the rest is at the state level. There are so many things. To tar a road in the city, you don't need the federal government to go by that. So if there is a pressure to put on a particular mayor, it's the state and not the federal government. It's the state to do so. So with that, I think that will reduce, at least according to the regions. You know, I used to say, and people would consider me as somebody who is really, I literally fell in love with the English-speaking region of Cameroon some 30 years ago. I was still a young chap studying in Bafoussam. I was not even in college at that time. And we made a trip in the current Limbe. It was Victoria at that time. And I could see how, you know, it was something completely different. And if people in some state are not serious, it will be their own problem with their own population there. If the management of the state is well done elsewhere, then fine and good. And we'll see the difference across the country. And that's why I'm really attached to that reform of the government. The state of Cameroon must be, in the future, be a federal state. You will see the emulation amongst people. Yeah, you will see emulation.
That's the best thing I've heard, because I was focusing on the centralization.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.